You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Penn State swimmer Lia / Will Thomas. Now, I kind of caught Rhodes by surprise with this story because we know that Lia Thomas was out there smashing women's swimming records. And last week, Lia Thomas, who is a biological man, lost to a biological woman that is transitioning to be a man. And that was hot news. But apparently, according to Lia / Will Thomas's teammate, it was all planned. The fix was in. So check this out. Outkick exclusive. Penn swimmer alleges Lia Thomas colluded with fellow transgender swimmer before race. Think about that.
This is big. I mean, this should be all over the mainstream media right now. This should be taking on a complete life of its own. Okay, but we're talking about a scandal type situation. If you've got two athletes that got together and one of them threw a race so another one could win, this is a big deal. Yep. Or it should be a big deal. It'll be very telling if this takes on No Life Beyond, Outkick, and a couple of other sites that tend to tell more of the truth than others. Right. If they don't talk about this, man, this is crazy. When you told me that this morning, I said, oh, that makes sense, because I kept thinking, how did he cruise to a victory in all of the races, but just happen to lose these two? I kept asking myself.
And not just cruising, dominating. He actually beat somebody by 34, 38 seconds.
Yeah, this dude was eating a ham sandwich during a swimming race. I mean, they weren't even, none of these races have been competitive that he's been involved with. None of them.
But let's read this. In an exclusive interview with Outkick, a biological female member of the Penn women's swimming said she believes her teammate, transgender swimmer Lia Thomas, colluded with Yale transgender swimmer Isaac Hennig, who's transitioning from female to male, doing a 100 freestyle race on January 8th. The swimmer, granted immunity due to what is viewed as threats from the university, activists, and the current political climate, believes Thomas, who was reportedly been comparing herself to Jackie Robinson. Oh my God. And Hennig cooked up a plan before a Penn home tri meet with Yale and Dartmouth. Quote, looking at Lia's time, I don't think she was trying, the Penn swimmer alleges. I know they're friends, and I know they were talking before the meet. I think she let her win to prove the point that, quote, you see, a female to male beat me. When pressed on if she flat out thought it was collusion, the Penn swimmer seemed convinced. Quote, I do. I can't say for sure, but I wouldn't be shocked if I found out that was 100% true, Thomas's teammate said. In the 100 freestyle race, Hennig finished with a time of 49.57. Thomas touched the wall at 52.84. So 4 seconds behind. During a November tri-meet with Princeton and Cornell, Thomas swam the 100-meter freestyle in 49.42. That would have actually beat Hennig right here on the right. The anonymous Penn swimmer also accuses Thomas of mailing in during the January 8 200 freestyle race that the transgender swimmer won by 2 seconds. Quote, I was on deck and said to a friend, she's literally not trying. You could just tell. Outkick source said, it was blatantly obvious. I was watching the 200 free and she was literally keeping pace with the other girls. She was number one in the country, and at one point, these are definitely talented swimmers, but they're not the caliber of being at the top in the country or anything like that. The Penn female swimmer, acknowledged that the team wasn't 100% after traveling to Florida and the holidays for training, but noted that the training shouldn't have made a difference in Thomas's performance. Quote, when you can tell when someone is dying and they're swimming slow, the swimmer added. You can also tell when someone is not trying, and I could see in the 200 freestyle that Lia wasn't trying. What do you make of these accusations, Rhodes?
Wow. The NCAA should launch a investigation into this immediately. Without a doubt. God, yeah. That is well, look, they're making a mockery of female sports anyway. I mean, the integrity has been, just thrown right out the door.
You're right.
In all these female sports now. I mean, it's, again, so far, we've been lucky that nobody's gotten hurt in some of these sports yet. But eventually, you're going to have some boxing or something out there that happens, and somebody's going to get hurt. They're going to.
Now, the NCAA, they did, they had some kind of an update to this whole transgender in college sports. I grazed at it. I don't know exactly what it is. That may be a standalone video then.
Their policy, and I listened to a little bit of it this morning because Caitlyn / Bruce Jenner was on Fox News last night or yesterday talking about it. Their rules are going to mimic the rules or mirror the rules that the Olympics have taken when it has come to transgenders. So whatever that rule is, we know the Olympics, it's a free for all. I mean, Laurel Hubbard went out there in weightlifting. I mean, if you're a man that's got a wig on, you can go out there and, get out there with women and compete. You have to suppress your testosterone, I believe, in the Olympics for 1 year.
Yeah. But not like your natural muscle mass and everything that you have built up through your whole life, bone structure.
There's cartilage and joint strength and things that just the natural growth of a man versus a woman that's going to be an advantage. Stamina, most likely, things like that. It's despicable. The integrity in sport is burning to the ground now.
Right.
So it's a joke. It's a joke for the sake of pleasing Twitter. Let's just be real. We want to please Twitter and Instaface or Instagram or whatever Bill Belichick calls it. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.